Everything you just explained right there, Brent, is a perfect segue into the current status of Eric Gilbert. Not that he's not that he's making another move, but his history obviously has been all over the place. He's taken his stops, of course, in Baton Rouge, Gainesville, and he seems to be now finally planted there in Athens, Georgia. Whether that be as a wide receiver or as a tight end, of course, he was a 5-star as a tight end. And we're understanding that he's going to go back to the tight end position.
Correct. He is back at tight end, and that may be more of his natural progression. Now, part of that at tight end right now is they've got so many injuries at tight end. I mean, Brock Bowers being one of those, and Bowers will be fine. He'll be back for the spring. But I think what's evident to me for Gilbert is Gilbert has his head on straight now, and he's doing well academically and otherwise. And I think that's what made a difference. Gilbert, again, and I know the weights fluctuate, but man alive, Mark, when you're 6'5", 250, they can do a lot with you, can't they? And you can run like the wind, the way this kid does. So you find a spot with him to say the same. Now, as I look at that, I'm looking at my notes further as an update. I said 250. Smart said now his weight's between 265 and 270. So he's a load regardless and can catch the ball. I mean, my goodness gracious alive. You think about that a minute. You've also got Darnell Washington. My stars, Mark, they could take the wide receivers off the field and leave the tight ends on the field. And I think I'm being facetious here, but yet I'm not. I think that'd be okay in the passing game, wouldn't they?
I think they would still make a lot of plays.
They really
think
would.
they would make a lot of plays. I know that Eric Gilbert has been likened to Kyle Pitts, but certainly a guy that played one of the best a couple of years at tight end that we've seen in college football for quite some time, but more again in the wide receiver mode. Gilbert seems to be leaning more toward I don't want to say a traditional tight end position, but where he's more of a factor in the run game as a blocker with that kind of size.
Yeah, well, and I would agree with that.